Hi guys, my name is Jasmine Kinninger, and today I'm going to be doing a Draw My Life of my CCR 3 journey, of how my production skills developed throughout this project. And really, the whole experience was a roller coaster, in which I learned how important the smallest factors go into storytelling. My production skills have skyrocketed, as well as my skills in collaboration, communication, and organization, which are all key components to producing. The whole process required a lot of communication and collaboration skills, which I've never been the best at. I'm more of an independent worker, and I've always kind of struggled with sharing my ideas. But during this project, I was able to become more comfortable with giving my personal insight and receiving others as well, which is one of the most important factors to kickstarting the production process. From beginning to end, whether it was planning or filming, all of our team members had to continuously communicate with each other in order to produce to the best of our ability. And even now with our CCRs, our team still has some communication and collaboration to be doing. Now, let me show you how just the beginning of my process developed my production skills. So, first and foremost, we had to figure out what kind of genre we wanted our project to be. With this simple step, and by utilizing our collaboration skills, we were able to start designing our film to follow the conventions of our chosen genre and gave us a direction on what kind of plot we wanted to create. Although this step seems pretty simple, it actually took a lot of thought. After a ton of brainstorming, we came to the original idea of a caper mystery surreal horror comedy. So, we researched on a few different movies to take inspiration from until we came across a mockumentary called American Vandal, in which people are trying to find the perpetrator behind who is vandalizing the cars with phallic drawings of penises. This film was a perfect example of what we were aiming for, fun and silly while maintaining some mystery. So in our plot, we did our own spin on the silly mystery element, in which instead of penis drawings, our film's focal point was goldfish that would soon eliminate a group of girls. So now that we decided on a genre, we began to design a storyboard to bring our plot to life. Initially, we overlooked the importance of a storyboard, but turns out it's one of the most crucial parts of the production process. It's important that it isn't rushed and is extremely well thought out, so don't just take it for granted. With the storyboard, we were able to plan out each and every small detail of every single scene. We outlined everything down to the lighting, camera angles and movement, and sound in each scene. Even some of the meaning and representation behind each scene, such as in the couch scene, which represents a racial juxtaposition. Brainstorming each detail of our film with my team made us really think in depth about each and every decision that we make and the significance behind each one. For example, high-angle shots demonstrate weakness and submission in a character, and tracking shots immerse the characters into the film. And our playground set created irony, while the lighting illustrated a suspenseful mood. Thanks to the storyboard, our film was completely written and was a literal lifesaver when it came to the actual filming process, as it saved us so much time that we would have spent struggling to do for each scene on shooting day. Unfortunately, we kind of learned this the hard way, as our first time shooting took a whole 5 hours total due to tweaking and changing most of our storyboard, as it didn't end up being adequate enough due to issues such as set difficulties. We learned our lesson, and so for our second time shooting for our film, we thoroughly planned our storyboard to be sufficient to what we wanted to achieve in our project, by making sure everything such as each camera angle and set was satisfactory. With this, we slowly developed our film into a new genre, which is supernatural horror, in which we changed our protagonist of Goldfish to align more with the supernatural conventions rather than a fun caper mystery. As you can see, the whole production process really made me work on my organization skills, such as with the storyboard. But it also made me improve my time management, as there are so many deadlines to be met within producing a film, and that's one of the main reasons that made me realize the significance of being well prepared and organized. Throughout my project, not only have I developed production skills, but also a respect towards film directors, as each and every second of films that are hours long have such extreme thought put into them. I cannot believe that I really overlooked this before. But now, with my newfound knowledge of production, I can appreciate such masterpieces to the fullest and walk into future film projects with an open mind and a tight grasp on how to tackle it. Thank you for coming with me on my CCR3 journey. Goodbye, everyone.